Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Friday, September the 6th, 2024. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, looks like we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out to give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas that were there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game. You're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily or weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome with great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. Okay. So we got some real good ones here today. Not too bad at all. Let's take a look at this one here first. Collect energy ammo 10. So we had this one here just recently. Now there are a couple different ways we can do this, of course. There's one way where you can equip yourself with an energy weapon. And of course, when you do that and you kill enemies, you'll pick up energy ammo off their bodies. And if you have equipped an energy weapon on you and you open up ammo boxes and ammo bags, there'll be some energy ammo in there as well. Now, there are a couple of enemies that like to use energy ammo, and they are robots, they are super mutants, and blood eagles. All right, let's go use some examples here just to kind of give you guys an idea. Now, this is more so for the newer folk. So if we think of energy weapons, let's go to our weapons workbench here just to kind of give you some ideas of some energy weapons. These guys right here. Now, the most common ones we'll see around the wasteland are these short laser pistols. We'll see these on blood eagles and super mutants, and also the rifle variation of them. And also these plasma pistols, we usually see blood eagles with them. And even if you have a ballistic weapon and that's all you have, sometimes if you go after blood eagles, they'll be using these plasma pistols, and you'll even get the odd energy ammo off them. And the same thing with robots, you'll be getting cell off them. All right, so just an FYI there. Let's take a look at different types of energy ammo at our Tinker's Workbench just to show you that. Energy ammo is down here, and these are the different types of energy ammo that you can collect here in the game. And of course, these fusion cell, these are the ones we'll find off of robots. Despite you using a ballistic weapon, a lot of times you'll get some ballistic ammo, but they'll also have cell on them as well. All right. And these are the plasma cartridges, what we'll see off the plasma rifles and the pistols. And of course, we get these off of the blood eagles from time to time. Even if you're using a ballistic weapon, they'll maybe have 2 or 3 on them. So that will add up as well. Now, in another couple ways that we can complete this collect energy ammo is we can craft energy ammo at the Tinker's Workbench, just that same way. You just go ahead and go craft. Go down to your energy ammo section and you just go ahead and craft away, and that will also count as collect. And if you happen to have Fallout First or had Fallout First in the past, and you have this ammo storage box with certain type of ammunition in it, of course, if you do collect energy ammo from your ammo storage box, it will also count as well. And this is what we did the last time, actually, the other day. So I just happened to have a Enclave plasma rifle on my person. We're going to go to a pretty easy spot where we can find lots and lots of boxes and bags. It's right here at Forward Station Tango here in the forest. Let's pop over here today. Sounds like my camp is being munched on by a mole rat or something. That sounds like. I should install some turrets. What do you guys think? Alright, this is Forward Station Tango. Nice neutral area here in the forest. Nice and easy. Fairly close to one of my other camps. Of course, I do. So what you got to do is you got to have your energy weapon equipped. And we're going to go to a couple places where they have some ammo boxes. And here's ammo box right there. There we go. There's our energy ammo, just like that. And there's all kinds of it here. This is probably one of the best spots, especially if you're a lower level player. Nice and easy. It actually doesn't matter what level you are, you can come here, and this can be a real nice spot to find energy ammo or any ammo at all. All right, just have your weapon equipped. Right up, there's a couple bags. Now there's another little section a lot of people kind of forget about. It's right down there, another little spot down there. Now when you open up the locked containers, you do have a chance to get some extra ammo. And anytime you are collecting ammo, by the way, there is a perk card that'll help you out. Let's take a look at that real quick. It is under luck, and I highly recommend you equip it if you're on the search for ammo. You don't have enough resources. It's right here called Scrounger. You don't have to have a level 3. Even if you have like a level 1 or a level 2, that'll definitely work. But as you can see, this level 3, 80% chance to find extra ammo in ammo containers, and definitely helpful. All right, what's next here, Jim?
If anything tries to attack, we'll be ready.
All right, let's take a look at this one here. Collect a board game 1. So I do have a lot of older videos, like when I first started making videos. I would say at least 10 of them. And they're only about like a minute and a half long. They're not very long. And I have them in a playlist, and you could definitely check them out. You just got to mind the audio on them, because it's when I first started making videos. So just make sure you're not wearing any headphones when you're watching them. But they're all still valid here today. I do check on these places from time to time, and many great spots we can find board games in around the wasteland. We have the Blue Ridge Bunkhouse. We have Settlers Ridge, WV Lumber and Co. Right down here in Summersville, right on that house on the right-hand side that used to be full of Mirelurks. Now there's some feral ghouls there right on the back porch. There's a picnic table. There's 3 of them right there. Right here in Halvatia, the White House on the corner right across from the Yellow House. If you go upstairs where the kitchen is, there's usually quite a few board games up there as well. Another great spot is actually here at Fraternity Row. If you come here to the Pie House, the red door, or the Etasai House, the blue door, you go upstairs, and there's usually a bunch of board games up there as well. On this side of the map, we do have the Retreat. Just to name a few areas where we can find a good supply of board games. We're actually going to go right over here to the Blue Ridge Bunkhouse. Let's pop right down the road from where we are. Again, in the forest, nice, easy spot. You can make these daily, weekly challenges as easy or as hard as you want, whatever you want to do. You might as well just make it easier for yourself, right? So once we get here, nice neutral area, we're going to head ourselves upstairs here.
What's happening?
Excuse me. And there's the board games right here, okay? We're going to take the one on the bottom, select the board game 1 for 1, just like that, guys. Easy. Now, sometimes we'll get the daily challenge where we got to scrap a board game, and again, you could do it the same exact way. We have a nice Tinker's Workbench right here for that, so it's pretty awesome. And all you gotta do is you just have to scrap it, and that's it.
Where's the next step again?
Okay, what is next here?
It's just about time to
Look at that, we have a ammo box right there, so you picked up your ammo right there and picked up your board game, so it's even better, right, guys? What's next here? All right, let's head back to our camp here real quick, and we'll continue on. All these mole rats are still going to be around or not. They're either destroying pieces of my camp. They could have moved on. I'm thinking they did. Yeah. All right, now they're back at our camp. Let's go ahead, craft or scrap armor 5, so we can find armor laying around the wasteland. A real good source of armor is usually blood eagles, cultists, and believe it or not, grafted monsters. Usually they'll have like a piece or 2 of armor on them. Of course, we can find grafted monsters. One right here, the Charleston Train Yard. One here between the Charleston Capitol Building and Somerville's Dam. We find one very reliably just to the south of Hemlock Holes area, just to give you a chance, but you're better off just crafting and scrapping yourself right at your armor workbench right in your own camp. let's go to our armor workbench here. We're going to go craft. And this is probably the best way that you can do it. Nice and easy. We'll all have some type of armor that we can craft. I know this light armor, leather armor pieces is something you learn very early on in the game because we can craft these guys at level 1. Okay. And I know my low level character, he's able to craft leather pieces there, and he's, you know, fairly new, I remember. So take this leather left arm, for example, 1 cloth, 1 leather, 2 steel. Again, just a level 1, nice and easy. You learn it almost by default at the beginning of the game. You just go ahead and craft 3 of them, and the resources are very easy to get. So there's 3. Let's back out. Let's scrap those leather pieces there, just like that. Scrap that at the same time. There we go. Scrap armor. Now again, there's nothing wrong with you going in the wasteland trying to find armor, but that could take some time, and all depending on on your game and your server. You might as well just craft a couple and scrap a couple at your armor workbench. Cost you a couple resources. All right, what's next here? Sell a weapon to an NPC vendor 5. So we can find weapons all around the wasteland. I've shown you many great spots over the years looking for weapons off of pretty much most creatures. You know, mole miners, super mutants, scorch. They're not hard to find. We just kind of see them laying around as well. You just pick up 5 of them and sell them to any NPC vendor will do. Well, something you can do by default is you can craft some throwing knives. Right here, your armor workbench. Just go ahead and go craft for a second. All you're going to need is steel. So if you go down here to the throwing weapons section and throwing knives, so this is a default plane you learn at the very beginning of the game, right at level 1, all right? And all you need is steel, all right? Steel is very abundant in the wasteland. We're going to go ahead and craft 5 of these bad boys just right here in our weapons workbench. All right, so we have our 5 throwing knives, and as the daily says, sell a weapon to an NPC vendor, so any robot at any train station will do. Any robot down at the White Spring Mall will do. Yeah, traveling merchants that end up in your camp once in a while. Right down here in good old Flatwoods, we have the white church with that vendor inside. Nice, easy area. And we have Duchess up here by the Wayward. Same exact kind of deal. Well, we have done that the last couple of times just to kind of show you. So let's go to a different train station. Let's go over here to Charleston Station this time and try this guy out. And it sounds like those mole rats are still around. What are you doing? Leave my camp alone, buds, will ya? Yeah, right on. Crazy old mole rat. Alright, so let's go to our train station here. Sell this robot vendor our throwing knives.
Authorized to trade supplies and equipment.
There we go. Sell a weapon to an NPC vendor 5 for 5. It's that easy. That easy. Now that one there is more so for the folks who are kind of short on time, or even the people who just want to get it done. Definitely nothing wrong with that. Or if you have some extra time, go after some Scorch or some Super Mutants or Mole Miners, what have you, and pick yourself up some 5 weapons and sell them to any NPC vendor, as I just mentioned you. That will also work. Right, what's next here, Jimmy? Right, Cripple Super Mutants Head 2. Some mini-grain spots we can find Super Mutants in around the wasteland. We have good old New Gad right here. Pretty easy spot in terms of Super Mutants go. We have Grafton. We have Grafton Dam. Grafton Steel. Some harder areas. We do have Huntersville. We have West Tech Research. Down here, Skyline Valley region, we have Research Site Saxony. We have Grindstone Arch. All right, so actually, let's go to Grindstone Arch there this time around. We haven't been down here in a little while, so let's pop down here to the Skyline Valley region just to change things up a little bit. All right, so as the daily says, we have to cripple a super mutant's head. It's a We're going to need 2 super mutants. You can free aim for the super mutant's head if you so wish. Those of you who are good free aimers, myself, I like to use VATS, and when you use VATS, it's a perk card that'll help you out under perception. It is called Concentrated Fire. This allows you to move your VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. Right, so you could definitely do it that way. Both way works. Now, good weapons that are good at crippling is, of course, the weapon I have right now. This Enclave Plasma Rifle, or just the regular Plasma Rifle. Bow and arrow works good. A drill works good if you have power armor on. If you use a shotgun, just make sure you have the Enforcer perk card on. Bow and arrow works good. Plasma caster works exceptionally well. We have done that many times before. Just to give you guys some examples. So there we go. So see how we picked up some. So this guy's got fusion cells on them. So even though we did pick up the plasma cartridges, this guy still has fusion cells on him as well. So that's a good example of picking up energy ammo. Okay. Let's go up here. Where is everybody? Right, there we go. Cripple his head. We'll just leave him alone. This spot's pretty good for 5 of them. Now we do have the Behemoth, who is the giant super mutant, and he's right on the top of that there if you want to go after him, if you so wish. Yeah, right on. Here, human, he says. What's next here? Kill a Mirelurk 5. Many great spots we can find Mirelurks around the wasteland. In terms of nice, easy spots, we have Ohio River Adventures. This is probably the best bang for your buck. We also have Summersville. Now, back in the day, a little over a year ago, the house on the right-hand side, right when you spawn in, used to be infested with Mirelurks, in the graveyard as well. Now, that is no longer. The game had changed that to ghouls now, but we can still find Mirelurks here, but only three of them down by the river, and they're submerged. So you're going to have to go down to the river, and as you get closer, they will pop up, but there'll be 2 kind of by themselves. And a little bit further down this way, there'll be 1 by himself, and there'll be a ghoul over here. But we still can find 3 in this location. Another pretty good spot is right up here, Toxic Dried Lake Bed. We can find 6 of them up here very reliably. We have good old Vault 94. That place is pretty crazy. There are several Mirelurk Kings in there. It'll do the job, but if you're looking for a challenge, Vault 94 is definitely where it's at. And this one right down here, Hemlock Spring Stump, another pretty good challenge. Of course, we have Lake Reynolds. We can only find 4 of them here, but you can still get that done. So let's go to Ohio River Adventures today. There's usually about 4 or 5 adults, and there's a bunch of eggs. So when you can either pick up an egg or the egg explodes, and there'll be a little Mirelurk hatchling that pops out, and that Mirelurk hatchling will also count as a Mirelurk. So let's pop over here, Ohio River Adventures, and we'll check it out. Kill these Mirelurks any old which way, which is fine with me. Ow. Sneaking up on me, are you, buddy? Who do you think you are? Sometimes there's 1 more that's up here, but I haven't seen him spawn in lately for some reason. That's the thing with this game. You played it long enough. You know, you always got to remember Bethesda always has the right to change things on a moment's notice. So it's hard for someone like me who makes videos, and I know of a couple of videos that I had to unlist because they've made changes over the years. And we got this guy over here. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to pick up. So we got 4 or 5 right there. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can. Oh, we actually picked that guy up that time. All right, so there's our little hatchling there, so we're going to see him count. There we go, just to show you. And there are nice little patches of eggs all around here. This is probably the best bang for your buck, especially if you're a lower level. Pretty good spot, I'd say. All right, what's next here, Jim? complete event 1. Okay, so if you check the description, there'll be a link to a video called Complete Events for Newbies. You don't have to be a newbie to watch that video. It's about 1 hour 6 minutes long. It's all timestamped, and we do quite a few events in that video. The vast majority of those events I spawn in by myself on a private server, which is very easy to do. You could check that out. That's more so if you're on a server, as we've been on servers in the past and there's just no events popping up for some odd reason. It's been like that for a little while. So that's one of the reasons why I made that video, so you can show you that you can spawn in your own events if you so wish. Now you can spawn in events even if you're on public servers with other people. It can be just a little bit difficult. It's because there's a cooldown associated from when that event was spawned in last, and if you arrive on a public server, it doesn't spawn in for you when you go in that area. It may have spawned in recently, and it's in the cooldown phase, so you always got to remember that, okay? But you could definitely check that video out if you're having a hard time trying to find events. Another thing you can do is you can always claim a workshop at the end of the day, and then within like 5 minutes of claiming that workshop, you'll have to defend it, and that also counts as an event as well. All right, so that's another great option if nothing is popping up on the board for you. All right, let's take a look here, Jimmy. What do we got? All right, let's do something nice and easy here. Okay, let's go over here to Baltic Agricultural Research Center, where we're going to try to spawn in fertile soil. Now this fertile soil, again, you can spawn, is one of the events you can spawn in by yourself. It's probably one of the first events you do as a brand spanking new player to the game. So let's spawn in here and see if it'll pop up for us. One thing that's good about this one here, there's all kinds of robots. There we go, nice. So there's our event we spawned in.
Mr. Farmhands are out of control. Evacuate civilians and take down those supervisors. Once they're dealt with, you'll have to reboot the server. Again.
Target is rich in nitrate.
He's talking about me, I think. Apparently have a lot of nitrate in me. This one here is real easy. Now you can go ahead and go through this place if you so wish. Now these robots have lots of great stuff on them, especially if you're lower level. There's like aluminum, lead, steel. Great spot for stuff. Sell. You know, we're looking for that energy ammo, so you can do that as well.
Automated message. The Forest Watch detects all supervisors down.
Let's go down here now.
Good job. Responder team, proceed to the Ag Center and get to the mainframe. You need to reset the farmhand targeting parameters. That should keep our people safe in the area. Be careful.
Alright, so you can go through this fun house if you so wish, full of these robots. But you didn't need a jetpack to get up on the roof like I just did. You just walk up those stairs that were outside there. So just an FYI. You can stop to the basement here. That's all I do. Alright, let's go ahead and go to our little computer here. I was going to say a laptop. Okay, Jim. Done. There we go. Completing the event. 1 for 1. Done. Easy peasy. Alright, good stuff. I think we're done. Just like that, real nice easy one here today, guys. Nice and easy. Now, we talked about mutated events yesterday, and I did notice that they had a mutated event pop up. Excuse me, later in the day. Before I went to work, I saw it popped up, so I'm thinking, oh, okay, maybe they are starting to pop up, but I know someone else had mentioned that they're on PlayStation and they're having the same issue. They weren't, mutated events were popping up, so I have been re-rolling those bad boys, just an FYI. I think it's like a mutated weekend, maybe. So just keep an eye out for them. So there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Boogaloo Bronson, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Mr.Prince, Not Me But Me, Yes Me That's Me, G3k. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.